Start, bench, or cut. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 16 championships between them. But forget who is the best ever. The only question today is who you would pick to win one championship. So we built a championship value model, judged on impact, not just rings. We scored all three on what actually wins titles, and by that model, one of these legends gets cut. Now the model, because raw scoring does not win you a ring, so we judge 6 things: baseline impact, playoff resilience, efficiency, two-way defense, availability, and fit. We are not doing salaries or roster math. Every stat is verified, and the final score is my read. So here's the weighting. Playoff resilience carries the most because titles are won in May and June, not January. Then two-way defense, then efficiency, availability, fit, and baseline impact. So watch that top slice. How a star holds up in the playoffs matters most of all. This is Game is Culture. Before we cut a legend, do me a favor and hit subscribe because this verdict is going to make somebody angry. So first, the span, because these three barely overlapped. Kareem ruled the 70s and 80s, Jordan owned the 90s, and LeBron defined the 2000s and beyond. So 3 different eras and only one championship to give away. So meet the contenders with the verified career numbers that feed the model. 3 different ways to dominate a basketball game. Michael Jordan scored 30.1 a game in the regular season, then raised it to 33.4 in the playoffs. He owns the highest player efficiency rating in history at 27.9, and he did it as the Defensive Player of the Year, so he is the two-way scoring monster. LeBron James averaged 26.8, and like Jordan, he raised it in the playoffs to 28.2. He did it on a stunning 59% true shooting, and he played more games than any human in league history. So he is the efficient, unbreakable workhorse. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaged 24.6 on the most efficient shooting of the three, 59.2%. He swatted 2.6 blocks a game, and he did it for 20 seasons, so he is the timeless, ultra-efficient anchor. So start with the heaviest test of all, playoff resilience, because the real question is simple. When the defense tightens in June, does a star rise or does he shrink? So plot regular season scoring against playoff scoring. Anyone above the line raised their game when it mattered. Jordan jumps the most, from 30 to 33.4. LeBron also rises to 28, and Kareem holds flat, so nobody here craters, but one man climbs higher than everyone. So the resilience test has a clear order at the top. Jordan rose the most and went a perfect 6-0. LeBron also raised his game, though his finals record sits at 4-6. But that raw record hides something huge, because the real question is this: when your team finally won it all, were you actually the engine of that title? So here's the number that breaks the tie: Finals MVP in your own championships. Jordan won it in all 6 of his titles, LeBron won it in all 4 of his, but Kareem won Finals MVP in only 2 of his 6. The other 4 went to teammates like Magic Johnson and James Worthy, so Kareem was often the co-star on his rings. LeBron was the engine of every single one of his. Now the second heaviest test, defense, because every champion needs a star who locks down the other end. So who actually guarded? So look at all defensive team selections. Kareem made 11, anchoring the rim with 2.6 blocks a night. Jordan made 9, and he is the only one of the 3 to win Defensive Player of the Year. And LeBron made 6, with no Defensive Player of the Year. So on defense, 2 of these legends clearly separate. So this is the first real gap. Jordan was a perimeter terror with the Defensive Player of the Year and 2.3 steals a game. Kareem was the ultimate rim protector, but LeBron, for all his versatility, never won Defensive Player of the Year and blocks under 1 shot a game. So here he ranks 3rd. Now efficiency, because a champion's best player has to score without wasting possessions. So who is the most efficient scorer? So look at career true shooting. Kareem leads at 59.2%, with LeBron right behind at 59. Jordan sits a notch back at 56.9, and LeBron is the one who holds his efficiency best once the playoffs start. So here, finally, LeBron grabs a bucket. So efficiency is where LeBron and Kareem shine. Both score at nearly 60% true shooting, well above Jordan's mark. And LeBron barely dips in the postseason. So if this were the only test, the order would flip completely, but it is just one slice of the model. Now availability, because the most talented star on earth cannot win you a ring from the bench. So who could you actually count on to be there? So look at career games played. LeBron is the Iron Man of all Iron Men, with 1,600 games and a record 300 playoff games. Kareem played 1,500 over 20 seasons. Jordan played far fewer, just over 1,000, in part because he retired twice in his prime. So this bucket clearly belongs to LeBron. And availability runs right into the last test, fit. LeBron wins availability outright, but on fit, Kareem takes over, because he carried the lowest usage of the three at 24%, which makes him the easiest to build a contender around. Jordan and LeBron both demanded the ball far more, so LeBron banks 2 buckets here, and Kareem banks 1. This part is my read. So add up all 6 tests now, weighted toward what actually wins in the playoffs, and the championship value score finally lands. Remember, this is not about who is the greatest of all time. It is purely about who gives you the best chance at one single ring. On the final championship value index, my read built on the verified numbers, Jordan grades out highest on unmatched playoff resilience and his defense. LeBron lands second because he was the engine of all 4 of his titles, on elite efficiency while playing more games than anyone alive. And Kareem comes in third, despite 6 rings, because he was the clear alpha on only 2 of them. So here's the verdict, and yes, this is impact, not rings. You start Michael Jordan, the perfect playoff riser, who won Finals MVP every time and defended like nobody else. You bench LeBron, because he was the engine of all 4 of his titles, on elite efficiency while never missing a spring. And you cut Kareem, not because he was not great, but because he was the clear alpha on only 2 of his 6 rings, with the lowest final scoring of the 3. And that is my read. But hear this clearly, because cutting Kareem is no insult at all. He has the most championships of the 3, the most efficient scoring, 11 all-defensive teams, and 20 seasons of greatness behind the most unstoppable shot ever, the skyhook. So this was never about who is the better player. It is about who you build one single title around as the undeniable number 1. And being the alpha every single time gives LeBron that edge. All 3 are inner circle legends. So here is how the model frames the whole thing in one clean line. Because rings count the whole team, but to win one single title, you want the player who was the undeniable engine of his. So what is your verdict? Do you cut Kareem because he was the co-star on most of his rings? Or do 6 championships and that skyhook keep him safe? Tell me down in the comments. We are so close to 1,000 subs, so subscribe to stay up to date.